Hey everybody, this is the Wraith coming to you. The Wraith Gaming on test server 5.7, I think. It's been a while since I've done test server. I think the last time I did a test server, I quit the game. Let's see here. I'll try to do all the things that are in this first part quickly. By the way, Pixonic, if you're watching this, how are all of you doing? Me, I'm doing okay. Well, as far as the game, me and the being in the game is concerned, but in general, I'm doing okay, I guess. A bit tired, but it's typical of a Saturday for me. What do I think of all the changes going on with war robots? Titans are actually pretty fun. I actually tried it out on my live server. Although I will have to say, when it comes to Titans on live server, why couldn't you guys at Pixonic let the players choose the Titan they wanted for free instead of giving us the kid? I mean, it would have made more sense that way, and at least you're giving us what we wanted, the first one that we wanted, instead of giving us the kid. I don't know, maybe you did that with many players, but for me it felt more like I was thrown into something that I'd really rather had a choice over when I first got it, you know? But I'm just saying, next time you have something like that, you have a choice of 3 different types of robots or weapons that come into the game, and it's free. Let the players have a choice. I think they'd greatly appreciate it. I know I would. Many players would probably love you guys, all of you guys and gals at Pixonic a lot more than what players do now. You'd get a lot of favoritism from the player base if you did that. How do I know? I'm a player. By the way, Pixonic, I noticed in the last couple times, well, actually it's the last time I opened it up, which was, I believe it was either last night or this morning. I can't remember when, but it was briefly. I was just trying out a new hanger setup, or working towards fixing my main hanger on my hanger number 1, because I saw one of your videos on your channel about the 5 different types of robots that number 1 called the brawlers, number 2 called tanks, number 3 called saboteurs, number 4 called snipers, and number 5 called support robots. Well, yeah, I saw that video. I actually I liked it. I liked it a lot, and thought, you know, that sounds like a really well-balanced hanger as far as what every player should have in their hanger, you know. And me, I'm all about the balance, because that's just the way I roll, you know. I prefer sniper types, medium technical types and in-your-face brawler types, fast type, a little bit of everything. Now, the thing I'm going to say about the thing I noticed when I turned the live server on the last time was something. I found a bit of a bug on live server. Since I'm on iOS, I can't help but notice those things really fast. I went on my hanger number 5, which I have a patent on. Come to think of it, I think this problem happened the last 2 times I turned and wasn't, well, see, I went to hanger number 5 and I noticed the patent, and I went to switch to hanger, I don't know, number 3, and I noticed my, where my, parasite, oh, I forgot the name of that Pokemon, the, Leech, thank you, sorry, Leech, I don't know why I was thinking parasite. I guess parasites do the same way, do the same kind of thing as leeches, they just suck you dry. The Leech looked like Patton, only had the weapons of what Leech had on it, which was 4 Corona on it. Well, the last time I tried live server, I was on my first hanger and I had just barely, well, actually I didn't just barely, I noticed I was taking a look at my Hades, and I switched it over to hanger number 5, I believe, and I still had that patent in that 5th hanger. I switched it back, only when I switched it back to hanger number 1, the my Hades looked like Patton, paint skin and all, only the weapons looked like they were on Hades. Why don't I show you just to show you what I'm talking about. This part is really strange. Too many advertisements, by the way. Just saying. See that Hades on the far left? Well, yeah, I like this one. It's one of my favorite setups. Yeah, I maxed out my Punishers finally. Watch this on I have all 5 hangers. Don't ask me why. See this pattern? Watch what happens when I turn 2 other hangers. That's weird. I could see, seriously, there was something really strange about it. Ah, there it is. I'm on hanger number 1 right now. I was just on hanger number 5. See that? Where my Hades is? It's got 2 Punishers and a Avenger. That's where my Hades is supposed to be. Watch what happens when I put it back on. See? See that? The only time it ever does this is when I go to patent. I don't think it's the weapon setups because I have 2 Molots and 2 Spiral on my patent. Not leveled up, mind you, but Then I switch it back to hangar number 1. My Hades looks like Patton with its weapons on it. Watch when I click it. You can't even click it. You have to manually go there. See that? The only way you can switch it back is by either going to a different... See that? Now my Spectre looks like Patton. Only way you can now my Leech looks like Patton with the 4 Yandy Corona. My Spectre with 4 Ballista looks like Patton with 4 Ballista. There's a bit of a problem with that. You need to fix that. The only way you can fix it is by switching out the robot, or put on a hangar that doesn't have Patton and go back. Voila. I don't know what's wrong with that, but you might want to look into Patton and fix whatever bug that is, or glitch. Let's go back to the test server. Just wanted to point that out to you, since this is probably the best way I know of how to get your attention. I would go to the help menu, all that, but it takes forever just to get a message through. At least the last time I checked it did. Let's see here. I'm currently working on tier in the workshop on my main account. I see it's got machine guns on it. I know you said it not to try it out, but maybe that's the best time to do that is during the test server. Let's see here. Trying to get into this new mindset of having the same type of hangar no matter what. That way everything seems balanced out. Let's see here. I need a tank and a brawler, right? Oh, I know. How about this one? Been wanting to try something out on. I've got 4 or 5 behemoths because of the Halloween event. I've also got the same amount of Leech and Phantom. Why would I have so much? Well, I put some money into trying to get 4 weapons of each of the cryogenic. I know, it sounds really crazy. Healer, Saboteur, and Brawler. Let me see. No, got a Brawler. Got a. That's what I'm missing. I'm missing a tank. I don't know. I guess back before Leech was in, and those robots were, I seem to recall this used to be a tank. Let's give it a shot since I hardly ever use mine. way too many machine guns in it. I thought you said not to try these things. Look it up. Will I be adding pilots and so forth? Couldn't tell you. If you're wondering why I'm not using lockdown weapons, well, I have no idea. I just like, let's see what we're gonna do with this one. Let's try a little splat. What, no cryogenic weapons on this test server? Who is? Oh well. By the way, to those of you who wondered, do I still think Orkans, Exodus, and Pinatas are still good weapons, despite the fact that cryogenic weapons are better as far as the damages is concerned? I still like those older weapons. I'm still old school, and I prefer it that way. No offense to those who prefer the newer stuff, but I mean, I'm 47 years old, so yeah, I like older toys. Besides, I started, this coming March will be 3 years for me playing this game. So I'm coming up on my 3rd year anniversary with this game. And yes, I have I have pretty much, I even have a chutes. Let's see here. You want to know what my favorite old school long range weapon is? This. My favorite sniper weapon is actually the pointless Nashorn. Why would I call it pointless? Well, you don't hardly see it, that's why. This one setup I actually have in my live server, which I really want to max out and put a pilot on and everything else and just go have fun with it, you know? Since I don't really feel like putting a whole lot into this. Wow. Didn't realize just how slow my Wi-Fi seems. Actually, it's on cellular data. I got unlimited cellular data through my internet provider. Don't worry, I'm not going to tell you what it is. Here's a thought for a sniper. If you're going to use a sniper, get this strange type of, well, I'm sure everybody's heard this before from other YouTubers, and I'm not naming names anymore. Why? I sort of feel like I've been forgotten, like nobody really gives a crap about me. Do I care? No. Let's see here. Guess I should have chose those, huh? The robots to those, but I didn't. Adrian Chong. I have quite a few of these actually. By the way, Pixonic, I'm still waiting to see. I'm not sure if you. I have no clue if you really have a pilot for Manny Gaming, but I'd like to see if you what you come up with for his pilot. You know, I mean, Adrian Chong's unique skill for his pilot is in all weapons deal increased damage, so it's kind of fun having his, but I'm kind of curious as to what you would do with Manny Gaming. The only thing I could think of that would be a great asset would be either increased speed for all robots or increased shields for no matter what shield it would be. But it all depends on what type of I guess it's up to you guys. You guys at Pixonic, all you folks, I'm gonna call you that since it's both men and women. I'm gonna call you folks, even though it sounds like you're a bunch of old fogies. But sorry. I'm not gonna bother with changing those weapons. By the way, I really like this paint skin. Nice job. This robot right here, Pursuer, when it first came out, I loved it. I couldn't wait to get my hands on it. Months went by and I never got it. By the time I managed to actually get one, it started feeling obsolete, like it didn't even matter on the field anymore. Did that feel unfair? Oh yeah. Why do I like this robot? Or why did I used to like it? Trying to like it now? Because it reminds me of one of my favorite old school robots. Actually, My most favorite old school robot. Geepard. Yeah, you heard me. Geepard. Those old robots, I think they should be given the option. I think players at level 30, only players at level 30, those players that manage to make it to level 30, all players at level 30 should be given the option of, if they want to have modules on all their older robots, like Patton, Geepard, Destrier, you know, ones like, or Vityas, you know, any one of those older robots that don't have any modules on them. I mean, I get the idea that you don't want players that are still rookies to have modules because they're in training still at level 1, but it takes quite a while to get from level 1 to level 30. Between all that time they're leveling up, they'll get the hang of it. Trust me, I've got 2 accounts where I've practiced, played around with those lower levels, and I think players that reach level 30 should be able to have Patton, Destrier, Geepard, or any other old robot that doesn't have modules, the option of having 1 passive and 1 active on their older robots. It would make it more fun that way. Do my ideas sound stupid? Well, some people might think so, some others might not think so. All depends on the player, I guess. Sorry if I'm coming up with so many crazy ideas and talking so much. It's been a while. I'm not bothering to change a whole lot of these pilots' skills because I'm trying to make this set up as quickly as possible. Besides, it's not about those robots, it's about these ones. Modules, huh? Titan armor kit. Heavy armor plating significantly increases Titan durability by 5.5%. Affects only your robot. Permanent all the time. Plated armor kit. Basic armor plating increases Titan durability by 10%. I see. I'm not going to say anything about that. Oh, by the way, Big Sonic, I hope you add earning PT points in rewards for every battle, because right now it's really difficult. I'd rather have an Al Ming for my main account, not the kid. Don't get me wrong, it's a good robot. I just, let's see here, self-fix unit. repairable durability. Interesting. 410 hit points per second. Constantly restores robot's durability. Reducing the duration of control effect. Reduces duration of lockdown and suppression effects applied to your Titan. Why would we need this when I thought the robots already had that immune from all those type of things? Kind of kills the idea that Titans are, what, invincible? Well, I guess you guys at Exonic know what you're talking about. Sorry, I'm a little hungry. Singular reactor. Antimatter reactor. Huh. Antimatter reactor significantly increases the damage of equipped. Wow. Huh. I'll have to try out another game to make sure I try out the healing module on that. Let's see here. Now you tell me. Anyway, Pixonic, I hope you consider my ideas I mentioned earlier on the modules for the older robots for any player that is at level 30. I hope you look into the whole bug that I showed you with my patent, or glitch, or whatever it is. Oh, and I also have one final idea. This is a problem I've had when before I quit, I got burnt out. One of the reasons why I got burnt out was because I was facing off again. I was a random player, both, especially in Champions League, and I kept running into clans all the time. I was hoping you could make a new battle mode called Clan Battle Mode where only clans are allowed to battle in it. If it's just 2 members, then those 2 members would be hooked up automatically with other clans that have anywhere in between 2 to 4 players. As long as there are players that are doing clan battle mode, and they'd go up against other clans, and the battle mode would be random, just like quick play, team deathmatch, domination, beacon rush, but only random players cannot play in it. Only clans can battle in this battle mode called Clan Battle Mode. It's just an idea. I hope you consider it. Anyway, let's try out these modules. is weird. But there'd be some players out there battling for being on test server on iOS. I guess not. Oh, spoke too soon. Looks like I'm not the only one using machine guns on this. we'll do one more battle with maybe a different Titan and the healing module on it. Actually, I don't think I'll do Ao Ming. Battling is one thing, but testing out the healing module is way more important right now. Let's see here. Probably where I went wrong with my didn't upgrade the robot. Alright, let's see here. So fixed unit. User. And actually I'll leave those right where they're at. A little bit of everything. Let's change the weapons. Let's do the missiles. At least I think these are missiles. Yep, rockets, whatever you want to call them. No point in changing the rest of this because I just don't feel like it. It's all about testing the modules for the Titans, right? I think I've said everything that I need to say about this, except for maybe my opinions on the modules. They're alright, but are they really needed? Titans are already powerful enough. Anyway, sometimes too much can be overwhelming, and the small things seem to be obsolete, and before you know it, you ask yourselves this question: am I having fun anymore? Some people say yes, some people say no. I seem to be stuck in limbo on the question because the idea of modules on Titans are already overwhelming in my opinion. So is many of the new robots like Leech. But hey, I still prefer using Titan and all those older robots, but doesn't mean that I don't appreciate the new ones. The cost of silver is way too low for many of the weapons and robots, because that's the second reason why I quit, because I just couldn't get enough silver to upgrade them. And my first reason, well, was because of the clans. My third was I got bored using the same hangar over and over again. I got a lot of stuff in my main account, and I just don't have the time to be able to upgrade it all because it's just too expensive. So I switched to using Punishers, Punisher T's, Avengers, and just don't have the time to get the silver to upgrade the better weapons, like the cryogenic weapons, for example. I got them, but they're just too expensive when you get really up there. Any weapon that costs 25 million silver just to get the level from level 11 to level 12, it's just too expensive. That's just my opinion. Anything higher than that, trying to get the silver for it, I'm sorry, but I'm not as good a player as many of the YouTubers are. I'm in Master League 1, yeah, but big deal. Doesn't matter if you're in higher league or not. If you're not that good and you don't earn enough silver, then what's the point? Players like me just prefer playing it for the fun factor, not trying to be the best. What's the point of being the best in the game if you're not having fun? Anyway, Pixonic, those are my reasons why I quit when I did, back in fall time, I believe it was, of last year. Am I back? To answer that question to you, as well as all my viewers and subscribers, I say I'm back part-time, not full-time. Right now I'm actually working towards moving. I have to move out of my apartment sometime between now and the end of June. So, yeah, I won't be able to put a whole lot of time into this. When it comes to coming back full time, I don't see that happening for quite a while because I'm invested in another game right now. Actually, quite a few other, one particular type of game. One I can't seem to put on my channel because I don't know how to get the connection right. Anyway, to all my viewers, subscribers, anyone watching, thanks. And please leave a like. Please leave a like. Please leave a comment down below. If you have not yet subscribed, please do consider subscribing.